My gosh, it just hit quick. I mean, this is like something you see on TV, but you never experience it.
Right now at 5:30, cleanup after a powerful tornado rips through the western suburbs, leaving hundreds of homes damaged or destroyed and a few people in the hospital.
We have team coverage of the devastating storms. Brittany Garzillo is live assessing the damage in Woodridge. But we start with Elizabeth Matthews, who is in Naperville. Liz.
And Corey and Don, we now know preliminary reports from the National Weather Service say that this was an EF3 that ripped through the Chicago suburbs just after 11 o'clock last night. EF3 means 140-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Take a look at some of the damage you see behind me. This is some of the worst that we've seen in the Naperville area. We are at Ranch View Drive and Princeton Circle in Naperville. You see one house is standing. A little bit of roof damage. You see houses in the distance, but that hole that you see, that's supposed to be a house. Of course, now that has been leveled, and officials tell us that there were residents inside when this tornado ripped through last night. They were actually on the second floor. They were asleep at the time, and they had to be pulled from the rubble last night. This storm rolled through the Chicago suburbs just after 11 o'clock last night, around 11:10. Officials here in Naperville do tell us that the sirens, they did go off, and electronic notifications were also sent out. Those are those messages, those push alerts that are sent to our cell phones that sometimes wake us up in the middle of the night. Well, officials here in Naperville credit that notification system for the lack of injuries reported. 8 people were injured here in Naperville. At least one was in critical condition, but they have now been upgraded to fair condition, and thankfully no fatalities. The fire chief says 22 homes are now uninhabitable here in Naperville. 130 homes have some type of damage. The fire chief says those residents, they were under a tremendous amount of rubble here at this home that was leveled, but the crews heard them when they arrived on scene.
They were able to remove the debris away from the individuals to a point where they can access them, provide medical treatment, and get them to a point of safety. So they did an extraordinary job on bringing these folks, recognizing them, identifying them, and then extricating them from the rubble.
And in our live shot, you might see people milling about. This happens when spring storms hit. You hear the chainsaws in the distance. You see the people coming up with their shovels, with their trash bags. There are a lot of volunteers here on the ground. Most of them don't even live in this particular subdivision, but they're coming in to try to help out their neighbors. Naperville city officials, they encourage that help, but they want volunteers to check in. You can either go to the Naperville website for more information or call this number, 630-305-5340, and that will help you as a volunteer if you want to come out and help these residents that are in so much need right now. In Naperville, Elizabeth Matthews, Fox 32 News.
I'm Brittany Garzillo live in Woodridge, where that cleanup and the volunteers that are here helping, that's all going on here in Woodridge as well as in Naperville. And we're at one home right now that certainly needs a lot of help. Take a look right next to me. We are off of James Avenue here, not far from where we were just about an hour ago, about a block away. This home, a portion of it just completely devastated. Now you can see inside. You can take a look at the kitchen. You can see the refrigerator, a couch, a recliner, and many of the prized belongings here now in just a heaping pile of trees right off to the side of this home. We know that the woman who lives in this home, she was fine. She was safe. She went downstairs when this all happened, thankfully. But right now she is without a place to live and is planning to stay with family members as they come from all over to help her begin this process of picking up the pieces. Take a look at more of the extensive damage here in Woodridge. We came across multiple homes with roofs partially gone or ripped down to the studs. Just yesterday, families were gathered together for Father's Day, and now some are just trying to figure out if it's even safe to go back into their homes. The cleanup just beginning as people are putting temporary tarps on roofs. At last report, Woodridge officials say there were 3 people taken to the hospital. More than 100 structures were damaged significantly. We came across one home on Evergreen Lane that had an uprooted tree, and multiple other trees just come crashing down on the garage. The homeowner says he was told that his home is now unlivable and he's made arrangements to stay with family in the meantime. You'll hear from him in just a moment. Residents here, they're still in shock, recalling what they witnessed last night. One woman I spoke with says her mom was outside in a car in her driveway when a tree snapped in half, missing the car by inches.
She told me that she had to climb over the tree to get in the house, and things were falling on the porch, so she was really scared to go up the stairs. But it was really the grace of God, because it could have fell on the car, but she was in there, and the branch literally fell behind the car.
I heard all the ambulance or emergency vehicles. Then I looked out in the backyard, and I looked through the kitchen door, and then all the tops of my trees are gone.
Now the community focusing on cleanup. We have some people out on roofs putting out tarps. A lot of people that are just strangers, as Elizabeth mentioned, traveling here. We met one woman who is from Montgomery. She drove about an hour, packed her kids in the car, stopped at the grocery store, got a ton of food and water, and was just passing them out to people that live here. A nonprofit from Chicago made its way here and was passing out 175 meals, more than 400 bottles of water. Now, we did talk to many of the people in the community who are still trying to just figure out if they can go back into their homes, where they're going to stay tonight, many going with families, but the Red Cross is opening an overnight shelter for anyone who is displaced. It's located at Thomas Jefferson Junior High School here in Woodridge. Live in Woodridge, Brittany Garzillo, Fox 32 News.